You have called and I have answered. Yes. Now, there's always been great people that have stood up and been looked at as the face, or better yet, recognized as an example, or looked upon as a representative of something. And they got people behind them that want to be led, and you got to understand that you look at things like television, you look at things of the internet and everything today. And for you guys who just got here, welcome to Onecraknews. I am your boy Karceno, and this is how it goes down. Young Ivo, I see you. I just want to say this because it needs to be said, right? I'm someone who always thought it was best to run his own business and be his own boss. While I was doing YouTube, I had a lot of jobs, had a lot of bosses. And over those years, I've learned from each boss of what not to do. And one boss bragged to me, and he told me, because he was an independent and I figured out the game and I knew what he was doing. He was just eating off us. I'm like, y'all, look, he's eating off us. We gonna sit back and let this dude eat off us? And right away, they looked at me like I was crazy. A lot of people don't have the same mindset as you. So you can't waste all your time trying to get somebody else to see the picture. Some people, it's in their mind, it's embedded that this is as far as I'm gonna go. As far as I'm going in life, might as well just let it be and go with the flow. Because this is all they know. They don't know anything other than this is the life they know. So now I looked at it as, this is all you're doing? You're not really a boss. You're just leasing the company. You got an LLC. You paid for that. You went and got all the materials, and you're basically paying for all the equipment that you're loaning us. So you're borrowing us your stuff while you sit back and we go out and make the money. So you're hoping that we make the money. And if we don't in a certain amount of time, you cut us off and you just got to take up that loss. But you're going to be out there too, making sure your money's straight. But 9 times out of 10, these people got to eat. So you just going to pay them a flat fee and phase them right out. Smart man. Except for one thing, I could do the same as you. I don't need an office. My office can be in my house. I can have some employees if I wanted people to work for me. I didn't sell phones in Walmart, bro. That's where you wrong. Your boy Cino became a boss, got licensed, passed my test, and I had my own company. Never sold no phones. I never had any phones. The government cut me a check to distribute the free government phones that you get if you guys are on WIC or welfare or stamps or whatever. All I did was get your information. and I had a laptop, what y'all call the Obama phones. So I had the companies. So my company got paid. See, I figured out, I said, why am I making this other guy rich and he's robbing me? He's determining how much money to give me out of what I've earned. I said, no, I'm going to be my own boss. Everybody like, you crazy, you crazy, you crazy. At the same time, I didn't even need it. I had YouTube money coming in. This is an extra revenue stream. We had DirecTV, we had NRG, we had the free government phones. I had all of these companies that I had under my LLC that I could be a distributor to. Once I got away from this guy who talking about he was going to make sure I can get 60,000 a year. 60,000 a year? You think I want to work 10 hours a day in a facility? I'm working to be free of that. And this is what I was talking about with this guy. We was talking about the guy who met me in Zion. I remember him. We had a conversation. I still remember the conversation. But see, like I said, people don't want to believe. They think because they see you right in front of them, you can never know anybody. You could never, nah, it ain't nobody. Because you here standing here? If you know them, you should have $1 million too. That's the mentality they have. And that's why they never go anywhere, because they don't want to believe. They don't want to believe in themselves. They love for people to have nothing and be stagnant right there with them. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Hold on. See, that's your boy. Right? Registered agent. Chicago Retail Marketing Incorporated. Your boy. Licensed agent. Authorized. And this is the training badge I had for all the guys in training. If I was training you, this was your training badge. Yes, it's called marketing. That was the name of the company. Not a federal agent. But did you guys also forget I own my own boxing website? Me and Sean Craddock, BoxingSocialist.com, where I am mostly, a somebody. Hold on, I got some other stuff in it. I got plenty of stuff. I don't know. VIP badges everywhere. VIP cover. Media. It's me. It's me, bro. It's all me. So I'm everywhere. All these badges. More of them. Plenty of them. VIPs, whatever. That's just a few. But I got plenty of this stuff. Been plenty of time. Plenty of places. Just hung out personally with Al Pacino. Personally. Invite only. One night only. I got to sit back and chop it up with Al Pacino. But you know what you didn't get? A bunch of people posting those pictures of Al Pacino because there was no photography. See, sometimes People want you to enjoy the moment of being there with them than taking pictures. But I snuck in a couple of shots. So you know I was there. What was crazy is that y'all saw me get up and fly on the plane because I did everything live. Everything's on YouTube. Everything I've documented on YouTube. Y'all seen me with James Prince send you guys autographed books of James Prince as he's signing them right there as he was on the live. It was a bad stream, but he sat there on the live and told you, my man here got you. My man's right here, got you. He gonna make sure y'all straight. Some of y'all got the books. I mailed them to you. Autographed by James Prince himself. But does that mean I'm rich? Maybe some of you who got the book are in here. But I do tell you one thing. I don't lie. Never been fond of lying. I'm not rich. I just think of being my own boss. So what was weird is that the guy name was Mr. Klein. You know, he had this southern accent. Y'all need to see this. What I'm saying, y'all gotta apply yourself, and y'all. He's from North Carolina, you know, and he's up here giving me this whole spiel. In the meantime, all he doing is knocking up every fine chick that come through the door because he know he ain't gonna be that long. So he trick them, get them in there, make them get them easy light work to do so they stick around so he can get up with them. And it's a game. He just wants to make as much money off you as possible. He don't want you to succeed. He want to have 2-3 people that's good. He'll find those 2-3, and those 2-3 horses will run for him for about a year or two till he find another 3 or 4 and just keep replacing you like batteries. Me, I was different. I said, I want to duplicate myself. I want people to know what I know. I want them to know everything I know and be able to go out and do the job, because the more they do, the less I got to do. What's up, Roach? I see you. So what I did was I sat back, I chilled. I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and relax. I'm gonna chill out. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna chill in this corner and I'm gonna see what pops up. Once he told me, man, you stick with me, man, you gonna make 60,000 a year. And he hated me. Mr. Klein hated me, and he should have hated me. You know why? Because my mentality don't go with the script. The script is I'm supposed to look up to him and be admired by him making $60,000 a year. I'm like, you got to get up every morning at a certain time to be here for about 2 hours out of a day to send us off. And then you got to be there and available for all our problems and headaches. And you got to be on call 24/7. You got other bosses to answer to. That's no life. That's no life at all. And I'm running this business, and I was like, I'm going to leave. I'm like, y'all mess up with my money, I'm leaving. If somebody play with my money, I'm out the door. I don't give you the chance to play with my money again. I don't care if you fix it. Like, oh, we gonna fix it. Nah, you played with my money once. And I was smart enough to catch it. And if I didn't catch it, you would have kept playing with my money. Mm-mm. That's a problem for me. If I stay here, that means something gonna happen. I'm gonna end up busting your head open the next time it happens. So I would rather leave now because I don't need this job. I made more money at YouTube than I did doing that job. But do you know what I did? I started my own company and did the exact same thing just to show him I could do it better than him. I said I can do exactly what you did. I went and got an LLC, put the thing in motion, bought the laptop, the tablet that was cheap, bought a tablet, and I couldn't afford at that time. I could have, but it would have stretched me out late. It would have been silly of me to do so. The first employee I hired was myself, and I went to work for myself. And I was licensed in 15 Walmarts, could be more, but I wasn't restricted like him. See, he was restricted in his area because he didn't want to send people out too far. Me, I can go to Wisconsin. I can go to Indiana. I can go to anyone I want, as long as I had the approval from Walmart, which I got. The government cut the check to SafeLink. SafeLink cut the check to my company. They took their percentage out. I got my cut, and my cut was way more handsome. So from doing that job, I made $2,134 a week. A week. A week. With him, my checks were $700 a week. Went into business for myself, made 2134 and some change a week. So of course I was in Walmart signing you up. I had no phones to hand out to people. Some people had the phones on them. That's a good way to get robbed. No one's going to stick me up for a phone. No, the phone comes to your house in the mail. I get your information and they send in the phone to you. So all I did in Walmart was sign people up for the phone. That's it. That's all I had to do. If you had stamps and you had your information, everybody who had stamps, they knew the format because they had a phone and lost it and did everything else. No sale, no money, never took place. I was paid by the government for as many people as I signed up. My company was booming because I was smart enough to realize Wisconsin law is different from Indiana law, Illinois law, and Indiana law. So I made most of my money in Indiana and in Wisconsin. Made a lot more in Illinois. Illinois is too much red tape. It take a while before the money gets cleared. I made money, but it takes a while. Your money get cleared quicker in Wisconsin and quicker in Indiana. They don't have time to waste. They just give them like, look, we didn't care. Give them the damn phone. Illinois, it's always we up on the scam. We got a review to see that they had one before. What happened to that? So you waiting all day to get paid. I ain't got time for that. I still talk to the girl in Wisconsin every now and then, but yeah, we mostly on the just what's up level right now. I ran into an old chick. Oof. You ever forget a girl you was talking to for a minute and everything was good, and then you don't really go to that place no more, and you kind of forget about her, and then you back there for the first time and for forever, and you run into her. I'm like, oh, I forgot I was working on you. I forgot I was working on that. Oh, that was like a come up. I saw her. I'm like, oh yeah, man, I was looking for you. Man, I was looking for you. Yeah, man, I forgot. I gotta start back coming here. I never closed this deal, and she was really thirsty that night. I should have stayed, but she called me when I was leaving. Man, y'all just got me thinking I'm going back tonight. Trying to close that deal. Oh yeah, she must got a man too, or some side dude, because whenever they start giving you Facebook information and they can only come out late at night, that means he's babysitting. And she's out. She always out with a homegirl too. Then she's like, "Yeah, just hit me up on my Facebook." Yeah, okay. Baby daddy at home, right? Yep. Okay. How do you know if people are qualified for the phone? Well, if you have link, you are qualified for the phone. That is your requirement for the phone. If you have link, you normally have what they needed from you is your ID, your social, or your link card. Everybody who have link already have all this information in their purse. They know the routine. They have it right up there. The tablet has an app. It scans everything, boop, and sends it right to the government. And then the light will turn green on there. So if you had a cell phone, you could do this. The tablet is easier because everybody can see things better with the tablet. But you could run the app and download the app on your phone. You guys could do this business yourself. You could do this business now. They still have the phones going. Open up your own company and do it. It's called SafeLink. I think it's still SafeLink. It's different companies, but SafeLink is one of the main companies that do it. Depends on your state. You can get an LLC, sign your own company up, and say, we want to be a distributor. In direct TV, you could be a third party distributor, get approved. You got to get approved by the government too. Government got to check you out, make sure you're good, so that you can start doing this. There's a lot of different things you can do. You could do direct energy. Then y'all can cut a deal with some of these stores. You see them in, if you ever been to Walmart, you see the guy selling you Xfinity cable. He doesn't work for Xfinity cable. He works for another company that can sell you third party Xfinity cable at a discount price. Right. Now you might say, well, why did I let this business go? I let the business go because at the time, YouTube was cracking. It was cracking. And the business was drying up. Meaning it wasn't drying up. It got to a point where it was gonna stay. When we started off, we was making those big checks a week. Then the checks kind of went to like 1,200 a week to 1,300 a week. But that's still good money. So that's why I was doing it. But it was time for dollars. To make that kind of money, I was spending 8, 9 hours a day, sometimes even 10, being occupied of traveling and putting all those miles on your car. Imagine driving from here all the way to Wisconsin. That's like 60-mile drives back and forth every day, Monday to Monday. You got only one day off if you want that to be your day off. Me, I never took a day off. I worked every day. It depends on how long I wanted to work. That was up to me. And that's how I did it. I chose how long I wanted to work. But sometimes, depending on who all's coming to the store that day at Walmart, like a Sunday, you want to be there on a Sunday. You want to be there on a Saturday. Now, if you got a girl, which I did, it's hard for her to understand these things. Because the first store I had that I worked out with was Best Buy. Because when I had my direct TV company, we worked out of Best Buy and we started giving people direct TV. Boom, 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 boom. Hooking them up with DTV. I was giving y'all $250 coupons straight like that. Y'all don't believe me? I still got it. Whole book, $150 coupon for Best Buy. $150 coupons, boy. $150 Best Buy coupons. Got boxes of them. Still. I know. I drove better car than the manager. Than the manager of Best Buy and Walmart. Because I was willing to work. Oh, they still take them, Lex. Don't let that fool you. They still take them. Expired don't mean nothing when it comes to them gift card certificates. They will send you your gift card. No problem. Now, listen. Well, whoever that guy was is an idiot and probably didn't have a certification. Me, I had certification. I didn't just come post up in it. I went on the streets. If I'm in the store, I'm set up. You know, I got everything there legally. I have my ID badge. I had everything to show that I am a licensed, authorized distributor. Best Buy wasn't going to allow anybody in there. So, this is not bragging. I'm not a rich person. I'm somebody who showing you that you could do the same things as far as getting multiple revenue streams. That I don't have to prove to anybody that I know somebody to do this, and I know that if I know them, if I met them, I met them. That don't mean that they owe me money or I'm tagging along so they can buy me stuff. Hey man, they're gonna be, where's your chain? I'm like, dog, I'm a grown man. My thing is to pay my own bills, take care of my own situations. I don't want no other man taking care of me. I'm grown. So I came to YouTube because YouTube was my YouTube page was cracking. We will not even repeat what we were making on YouTube. And that freed up, and this is what I told you guys about time for dollars. It freed up time for me so that I could spend dollars. I made more money on YouTube in less time. So rather than keep going through the hassle over and over, going there and going back and forth, that stuff wear on you. All that going back and driving, people don't understand. That's what the part that tires you from your job from 9 to 5. Anybody that working 9 to 5, it's the getting to the job. It's the getting up in the morning to go to the job. It's the going to bed at night after the job. It's never really the job. Once you get to the job, you normally straight. It's the traveling to get there, and it's the traveling to get back home. That's the problem. Getting to work, coming back, car breaking down, snow outside, you got a shovel. Now you're gonna be late. The boss tripping because you late, like he don't know it's snowing outside. Why you didn't get up earlier? I was asleep. I didn't know it snowed when I sleep. Why didn't you watch the weather? Because I didn't. These are the things that you went through on a normal, consistent 9 to 5 basis. But and even when you're the boss and you're the employee and you're hiring yourself, you still got to go out and do these jobs yourself. So if you get sick, the company take a loss because you are the company. So when you going back and forth and you just like, man, I'm drained. Then my girl, me and her broke up because of all this. She just think like, no, let's go eat here. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I'm like, it's Saturday. I can't go because I'm not gonna be available to 10 when the store closed because I need to be there because that's when people are shopping. They got their WIC money. They want to go buy. People get their WIC money. They blow the whole thing in like a day. They buy like $500 worth of groceries. They gonna be in the store. So I just need them right then and there because once they buy it, they ain't gonna be back for another 2 weeks. So I'm like, I need to be in the store. So my thing is to tell you is that there's other ways. There's other hustle don't mean sell drugs. Hustle do not mean sell drugs. Everybody think, man, I gotta get on the grind. The grind don't mean let me get a bag and go out and start pitching. How many rich dudes you know slinging bags? No. But if you want to make money, I'm not gonna go into the area where they're least likely to have doggone link. So yeah, I was in the hood all the time. So people like it was funny because people would never believe me when I would tell them who I know, the fighters I interviewed, all that. They would never believe me, and it'd be funny because I laugh because I knew they would. Because if I was them, I wouldn't believe me either. Man, that guy's full of it. He don't know nobody. You're like, okay. I don't never have to prove it to him. Then one guy come up like, dude, you just interviewed Floyd Mayweather. I'm like, how did you know Floyd Mayweather? I'm like, I told you a long time ago when you asked me. You didn't believe me. But it's cool. I guess people never believe anything until they see something, I guess. But it's all good. I'm like, I got video footage of the Nas. We hanging out with Nas and everybody else, Young Pretty, all those dudes there. We was at the Nas. This is the 20-year anniversary. Remember I showed y'all this? The 20-year anniversary. I am. We was the street team. There's me with my I am badge. I got the CD and the shirt promoting it. We was out there working. How did I get that? How do you think I got that? They just handed it to me at the record store. The record wasn't even out yet. It wasn't. Nas CD wasn't out yet. The shirt I got says in stores, like it's like in stores soon or something on the shirt. You can't really see it there. The album wasn't even out yet. I had the CD, I had my badge, my pass, I had the shirt. We was just on the streets. We were approved. We were certified. So, yeah, it would hurt to let the business go, but it freed up time. I'm like, if I'm making the same amount of money or more money, at that time it was, oh my God, it was crazy amount of money. And I'm like, if I'm making this kind of money on YouTube, ain't no need of me running back and forth doing this business, going back in there. So I told them it's gonna be my final month, and I did my final month, and then I shut down the business. I still got the LLC, but I just shut down the business. Yeah, I gave them back the tablet. I I rented the tablet from them. Should have kept the tablet. Ever thought of reopening it? No, not really, because the game's changed now. It's people, they got other ways to get it in. People can order it themselves now. Back then it was kind of a window for it. But I could always go back and do other stuff. I always been great with sales and have all that stuff. So I was always good at that. Matter of fact, super chat work over here, so you can hit the super chat. Like my man Roach did. Thanks, Roach. Now, I gotta inform somebody. Here's something you guys don't know. Dave Chappelle. Let's talk about Dave Chappelle right quick. Met Dave Chappelle. A chinga chong, a chinga 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 chonga chong. Met Dave Chappelle in a comedy club. Never told this story, so you're getting it here live. Not making a video about it with the title Karceno met Dave Chappelle. Don't say I know him. Don't say we sat down and had dinner. Don't say that we went to his house, we shot craps together, or we both smoked cigarettes. No. Don't know him. Met him at a comedy club. Met Dave Chappelle. He was talking about Colin Kaepernick. And the man was saying things like he stood up for us, all kind of things. He didn't perform at all. He was just there. In the conversations he was talking about, it was doing the Kaepernick thing. And I did this. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now, I wasn't there to meet him. He was at the comedy club because the fight, he was actually going to the fight. And he was at the fight. This was like right outside of the fight down the street. It was some fight coming up, So we was working the fight. Dave Chappelle's there, and he likes boxing too. Well, Dave Chappelle's just funny, period. He told jokes even while he was just standing there having a conversation with people, but then he'll get serious and then a joke will pop out. Like he was talking about the fight. Man, boxing's a crazy sport, ain't it? you know, just imagine you whooping on somebody's butt after he didn't train 5 weeks to fight you and you whooping on him real easy and he's bleeding and you're hugging and kissing him at the end of it. And I'm like, if I just got my ass whooped, I don't want you hugging and kissing on me. I still want to fight you. How do you get over that? And I'm like, how do you get to that point where they like brothers now? That's some strong stuff. But anyway, he brought up Colin Kaepernick. Him and another guy was talking about it. And I didn't get involved. I didn't I didn't intervene. My buddy was there. He probably would have intervened too. Because we both have the same, me and my buddy have the same knowledge when it comes to Colin Kaepernick. And this is why I titled this Follow the Leader. Celebrities are human beings. And that's what I want you guys to know. A lot of people who you view as celebrities are not celebrities. They just people you see on television who have jobs. Celebrity is somebody like Brad Pitt. Dave's a celebrity. He was what you would call A-lister. Tom Cruise. Those are celebrities. Those are the people you ain't gonna be able to walk up to and say, "Hey, how you doing?" without 30 armed people coming out of everywhere. Denzel Washington, celebrity. Uh-oh. Okay, that wasn't for me. Okay, I don't even know what that was about. Now, anyhow, anyhow, back to the subject at hand. Colin Kaepernick is a prime example that I could use here. I gotta answer this though when I get back. Put that down, but I definitely want to answer that. Colin Kaepernick. So if Dave Chappelle ever get this, I'm gonna tell you something, Dave. You were wrong that night. Colin Kaepernick did not take a knee for us. He's not a political hero. Okay. Do not put him with the Dr. Martin Luther Kings, with the with the Garveys. Nobody. No, no, no. You're wrong. He's not a modern day martyr. Don't do that. I didn't say nothing. I let that ride all through when they were talking. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking to somebody else. And they was talking about Colin Kaepernick and this and that. And Cap is this. And I just let the Cap thing go. But Colin Kaepernick was nobody's hero. We told you this from day one. All you got to do is go watch The Real Brothers. The Real Brother, the very first Real Brother we ever did was about this subject. We told you how it was gonna end. We told you how it was gonna turn out. We didn't shy away from nothing at all, did we? We told y'all the real. For you guys who didn't see The Real Brothers or didn't know what we're talking about, I said to find out the truth, you have to go past the knee. Gotta back it up and rewind the tape. Don't go back to the part where he took a knee. Go back to the days and weeks before that. What was happening in Colin Kaepernick's life? They said, oh, he got a new girlfriend and her ideals got in his head. And she made him take the knee. That's why he started wearing Afro puffs. I said that wasn't it. We all knew the truth. What happened the year before? He wanted out of San Francisco. The coach was gone. He wanted to leave. He wanted out. San Francisco said the Tennessee Titans would love to take you, but you're going to have to take a pay cut. They're not going to take the whole contract, and we're not going to pay out the rest of it. So we can't trade you unless you're willing to take a pay cut. He said no. No, I want all my millions. No, I can't do that. So y'all going to have to make something happen. His agent went out and said, well, we had a great run here in San Francisco, but now I think it's time we all moved on and went our separate ways. His agent put that out in the press. This is all before the knee. Next thing you know, San Francisco said, well, we're going to have to just keep Kaepernick because we can't move him, can't trade him. Now, Cap, who's still not 100%, he's still rehabbing, trying to get in shape to play, is upset that he's not traded by the 49ers. He's upset the 49ers didn't pay the remainder of his contract and putting him in Tennessee. If that trade would have went through, have Cap would have took a knee? Nope. Kaepernick had never posted anything about any of the tragic events that have happened to these people that he claimed he was taking a knee for. prior to the knee. Everybody omits that. Everybody ignores it as if it doesn't happen. This is why I say it's called follow the leader. This is the problem. We follow blind leaders and people who were never leaders to begin with. Kaepernick didn't take a knee. He sat down. Kaepernick did not take a knee. He sat down during the national anthem. When he did it the first time, nobody paid attention. Then they wanted to be known that somebody paid attention the second time. He made sure that they saw he was sitting down and not standing with the team. When he was sitting down, not taking a knee, sitting down for the national anthem. Then now it's noticed he gave his first and only statement after that game. He said, I'm taking a seat and I don't want to stand for the national anthem because of the respect for the people who lost their lives and this and that and blah, 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 blah. We all know what he said. He was doing it to show respect for the people that got breathed by the police and this and that. Then he wore the next day in practice some socks with police as pigs on them. And it got a lot of people outraged, even the people who was trying to back him, the liberals who decided we got to spin this to gold. We got to make this a success for us. He's going to be our beacon. So they told Cap, don't speak no more. Just don't talk. Okay, lose the socks and just don't talk to no one, like ever. Don't do any interviews. So, because if you don't do any interviews and you don't say anything, well, can't put your foot in your mouth. Never saw a leader who was afraid to lead, who was afraid to get out and be in the face of anything. They was like, he risked millions putting his knee down. Nope. He didn't know how big that's somebody playing with fire and alcohol, and then the whole bottle of alcohol blows up and turns into a big grease fire or something. He never expected it to get this big. He didn't expect to risk his millions. He expected to get traded out of San Francisco. That's all he wanted. He wanted to upset the San Francisco 49ers. I lost you. It's because it's the truth. I'm deprogramming you. Cap was no hero. This ain't Cap. Captain America was more of a hero than Kaepernick. Then they start this whole big, we're going to do these events, and Kaepernick is doing the charity foundation. He's donating all of this proceeds from his jerseys over for here. Yeah, but he kept the other money from Nike. Oh, they were going to make sure he got his money. And he had his money coming from the NFL. But he wanted to play. And I tried to beg and plead black people, please, black people, listen, use your brains. Stop using CNN. Stop using the internet. Stop using ESPN. Use your brain. Research what I am telling you out of my mouth so you can know I'm not making it up. It's all documented. Everything I just told you is documented. And what he did and what everybody did, even the NFL players, like I told you, they're just people too. They see that, they feel like they rallying against one of our brothers. We got to stand for it. Because blacks, we have a natural dependence in us to stand when we see one of our people being wronged. We got to stand with them. It's built in us. So we want to stand with Cap because he's being wrong. But what happened? Everybody, a veteran who lost limbs over in the war, he came and he talked to Kaepernick. And because of that, Kaepernick said, I would no longer sit for the national anthem. I'll just take a knee. He negotiated that with the guy and it ticked off the NFL. It got their attention. And what all of this really did expose was the racism that we knew already existed in the NFL. It brought all that to the forefront. All of that was dug up like dirt, and it was all out there for the public to see. Now the public saw the racism of it because they had no reason to do the things they were doing to him. But they were doing it anyway because they had the power to. But see, the players did that because they wanted less OTAs. They wanted less work. I want less this and less that. We getting all this. And the only thing that the commissioner asked for was that he has final say over all things. And they were like, cool, you can have that. I got less OTAs, baby. Woo! Now you see where that comes to kick you in the butt. Now you got nobody but yourself to blame for that. Now when you want to go back to that negotiation table, you're going to have a little bit more to say. So do the NBA players. Y'all going to have a little bit more to say now, right? Yeah. See, now the brains are kicking in. So meanwhile, Kaepernick sat back, bend the logo, people drawing him, taking a knee. Everybody's wronged him. He's the new face. They putting him in a black leather coat with the glove on. He's holding his fist up. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. Kaepernick cared about nobody but his damn self, and all he wanted to do was play football. And it got spun out of control, and he was trying to find a way out of it. The liberals used him as a symbol and as a martyr to try to take down the agendas that they had in place. That's all it was about. And in the end, it all proved true. And a backdoor closet deal doing his lawsuit with the NFL, Kaepernick took a deal with Eric Wright. The terms of the deal has not been discussed. Can't be discussed. Kaepernick's silence was bought for millions of dollars. He cannot even discuss anything about what took place. Better yet, what did it even do for blacks in the NFL or the people he was fighting for? But I see all the players standing for the national anthem now. So once again, I was wrong. I was a hater. I was doing all this stuff, right? Y'all called me. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, I was right. And I say unfortunately because I don't want to be right about something as tragic as this. To deceive a whole people. All these people united to do something for this to be the outcome. And nobody gave you an answer yet. They all pivoted away. Shannon Sharp, all the big voices, the Stephen A. Smiths, Where were all of these big voices about why Cap took the deal? You know, they were speechless. I just wish he could have told us some of the terms. What I don't understand. What's this gonna do for the blacks in the NFL? Oh, you gonna see next season? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. They don't even talk about it no more. So now you see, stop following blind leaders. Stop depending on an athlete to be your savior. Stop depending and waiting for his savior. When people tell you things that are good for you or things that could benefit you, it's more valuable information on this video here than what Colin Kaepernick has ever given you in your life. But yet they made him a martyr, as if him taking a knee actually meant something. It didn't mean any change. Nothing came out of it of any positivity. There were a lot of dialogue. It was a lot of meeting, and nothing ever came out of it. So if real change is going to happen, you got to have people who really want to be involved, who really are sold out for it, who really have a plan in place. Plan normally doesn't mean just disruption. You have a solution. There is a plan to say we get from A, B, C, and D. That's a plan. When you got A, B, C, and D ready to go. I don't want to be mayor. If I'm a leader, I want to lead you to making some money, lead you to help taking care of your family, lead you to getting some education on things. That's what you need to do. You can't lead people to something if they ain't prepared for it. How you gonna get a bunch of people who high and drunk to march? And all that walking, they gonna collapse. Got a bunch of potheads out there. Freedom. I'm gonna catch up with y'all back on 3rd Street, man. Yeah. Catch y'all on 3rd Street. I'm tired. You kidding? They ain't ready for it. Right, exactly, Earl. If those dollars ever come around, we already here. What's the answers? Education is the answer. The answer is, what are they keeping away from you, sir? What do they don't want you to have? What they don't want you to know? Not just money. You don't know. They give you money. Mike Tyson had money and he was broke. Opportunity. A lot of people had opportunities. It's not that. Economics. The structure of how economics work. Mathematics. Structural planning. They don't want you to know these things. And the blacks and the few that know, they take them out the hood quick because they don't want you to rally the other brothers. So if you don't have this information, you're not going to go anywhere. I don't talk it, I live it. So for all the people who think, and they probably knew and don't know any better, to think Karceno just sit here. Thanks, 78. What fan? Which fan you talking about? Well, 78. He said that mic looked like a fan. Hey, it worked. People like this mic. They locking on your free super chats. Straight up. But that's why I told y'all, if you gotta know them, you gotta get in the economic game. That's what they don't want you to know. They don't want to teach it to you. You go in the hood schools, they don't teach that. Out here, they have those classes for finance and economics to make sure they know it. They have tutors and in-house teaching that comes home to teach these people economics so that they can come right out of a high school and get a job. They get college credits while they're in high school to count for their jobs. Then one of their uncles and lawyers, we don't have the luxury of having uncles and lawyers that are in these positions that can give us jobs as interns. We got to get a job right away. So we got to get our grind on. You can easily get an LLC and start doing stuff right away. It don't cost nothing. Corporate yourself, start working for yourself, pay your own taxes. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, you got to grind to get it in this era. You see that? Nobody even want to be president no more. It don't even mean nothing no more. And that's the president of the United States. Nobody even want that job. I'll show you a couple books. Just a couple. I'll show you these. I'll show you these three. Okay. The New Color of Success. Very good book for the Black. You need to learn this. It's a very good book to read. Yeah, it's a very good cookbook. You cooking your brain with some knowledge you need to know. Definitely have this. Staying Street Smart. This is a book you need on your shelf. Not just holding it up, reading it. The Millionaire Mind. If you don't have a mind of a millionaire, how do you ever expect to become one? Oh, my spirituality books, that stuff is on there too. But that's what you need to be learning. That's what they really don't want you to know. Because once you start thinking professionally and you're educating other people to think like that, you become a danger, a threat, because you're breaking the system. Well, I'll tell you what, if that's what the case is, I'd rather go doing something like this than doing something I don't feel good about. Just working, making them rich. Learn how to make yourself rich. So don't forget to subscribe, support my buddy 78 Sports TV. who came through and hit up the super chat. That's what's up. We out.